Hello, Captain, and welcome now to Shout Out Wednesday. Post a comment or ask a question at soulgarden.tv in the Capricorn viewing room. I'll do my best to shout back or answer 1 week later. Well, it's a two-part day for all the 12 zodiac races today. That's because the moon begins in one sign and ends in another. As we wake up today, Captain, the moon is still in Sagittarius, so emotional focus is still on the weeds in your soul garden. That's the karma, that's the spiritual junk in your trunk, that's the subconscious issues that you kind of face bit by bit. You might have even had some intense dreams last night. You might wake up sort of in a bad mood, but if you can just hang on until the end of the day or the afternoon, depending on where you live in the planet, the moon moves into your sign, which means the second half of the day for Capricorns is officially sunny and cool. That's my official icon. Now, when the moon's in your sign, it does mean that your emotions and ego are on the same team. It's easier to be out there being the public. You can bring your heart on your shirt sleeve. You can be compassionate. You can be very strong because you have the strength of your ego behind your emotions and the passion of your emotions behind your ego. However, that doesn't get you out of any soul work today. The moon will cross in front of Pluto, which, as you well know, is in your sign. Now, Pluto is the focusing agent of regeneration. It's the recycling bin of the solar system. So Capricorns are being recycled for the next 16 years into something much greater. We can call it an upgrade. That's the best thing to say. But when the moon crosses Pluto, it's an opportunity for you to let go of an emotional attachment you have, and in this case, an emotional attachment to some part of your ego. Now, maybe you're emotionally attached, for instance, to always defending yourself if someone insults you. But if you really step back and look at it, maybe that's not always necessary. Sometimes there are just kindergartners out there spiritually, and they're going to insult you, and maybe it doesn't emotionally serve you to always stand up and stand up for yourself in an intense way. That's a very simple example, but if someone really triggers you today, you might want to take a few steps back and ask yourself, is this emotional reaction serving me? Whatever emotional reaction you have in life, you want it to create the next moment. So if you're being negative, well, you're going to create another negative moment in a moment. Then finally, for our shout out goes to Soul Gardener named Snuggle, who asked the question, what's the difference between the sun sign and the rising sign? And I've been talking a lot about rising signs lately. Well, here's the difference. Your sun sign is your point of awareness. So when you watch your soul horoscope for your sun sign, this is where the plot of your story kind of is now. These are the events going on in your life. It's kind of in the foreground of your life. Your rising sign is the ego. It's the way you project yourself out into the universe. It's the way you protect yourself from the universe. And if you watch your rising sign horoscope, you're actually going to get insight into your multi-lifetime story. So you can put the two together. Your sun, which is in Capricorn, is where things are going on. But perhaps your rising is in Aquarius. So as something happens to the sun, you're also affecting your multi-lifetime story. Hope that helps. All right, that's all I have for Shout Out Wednesday. See you tomorrow with more, Captain. Live, love, be.
Soul Garden.